How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I am coming over from the channel My Financial Friend, and I want to talk to you about 3 innovative stocks that I think are going to do great over the coming couple months and over the long term. Now, of course, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a stock analyst or anything like that. I just want to tell you what I am seeing in the market. Now, of course, if you don't know who I am, I should explain myself. I come over here once a week to the TipRanks channel, and I love to talk about growth stocks with you guys. So if you guys like that, please leave a thumbs up and please hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 25,000 subscribers. Really help us out if you checked it out down below. Also, if you guys want an unfair advantage with TipRanks Premium, you can check out the link underneath the video. Now, let's get into it. So Matterport is the first company up here today, and I realize you can skip through to any different stocks in this list, but I would definitely stay through because we are talking about current events in each of these. And you can see Matterport's up over 7% today on the news of this deal with Super Yacht Creative selecting them to promote luxury super yacht industries. So if you don't know what Matterport does, they create these 3D scans, and if you've ever been on Redfin and you've seen the 3D scan, it's most likely Matterport. They are an innovative company that helps build out these 3D models. Now, this is really fascinating because personally, I never saw this coming. I didn't think about luxury super yachts and how it could drive faster sales or how it could give updates on these yachts being built. It's kind of interesting, right? Because a lot of these yacht owners don't really want to go check up on their yachts if they are renovating them or something like that, or they don't want to drive all the way across the country or fly across the country to find out these or to look at these super yachts, problems of the rich and famous. So that is a very interesting thing that they're doing. I never saw this coming. They didn't give details about what this would look like in terms of the revenue share or anything like that, or in terms of what this will actually amount to, but it is interesting to see them have a new deal. And they've made a couple big deals recently. So they recently expanded their digital offerings. So they are kind of a call on demand service in certain cities. And it's similar to Uber, right? So you can call them up. I mean, maybe not call them, but get your phone and send them over to your place to digitize your building. So maybe you are building something for someone across the country and they want an update and they want to see exactly what it looks like. You could hire this non-partial service to come over and digitize it. They're offering this to about 50 cities in the US, I believe, and about 4 cities in the UK. They're also bringing this to the public sector to digitize US government facilities, infrastructure, and strategic initiatives. So basically, they are being hired to digitize some of the US buildings. So if there's some kind of emergency, then the responders can take a look at the 3D models. This company also has some good growth. So last quarter, actually in Q1, they had about $26.9 million worth of revenue and $13.8 million worth of subscriber revenue. This moved up over 10% to $30 million in revenue and $15 million in subscriber revenue. So it moved up pretty significantly, about 10% just in one quarter. There is a subscription service company, and they are being valued right around $4 billion. So it is a very expensive company, but for software as a service, and when you look at all the different places that this could lend itself to and all the different applications for this, from insurance to checking up on buildings to selling yachts and homes, I think you have to take a look at Matterport for the long term. Now from there, we can take a look at another company, and this actually has a negative average price target from where it is now. So we're at $23 for Tattooed Chef, and the average price target is $19. Now I will say they don't get much coverage at all. You can see 2 different analysts are covering them, but the reason that they're moving up now, because they've been moving up a good amount the last few days, actually about 45% up from just a few days ago after their earnings report. Most likely the reason for this, because they have not had much news, is the Wall Street bets community. So they say that this is an asymmetric bet, and they are trying to fight against some of the short sellers. So short interest at 61% of actionable float and 37% of entire float. They have a long list of information here on Wall Street Bets, and I will let you research this on your own time, but it does have good growth. The company is in a growing sector and their revenue is growing itself. They've been buying some facilities for pretty cheap compared to what they think that they're going to produce in revenue. They're expanding. So it is an interesting company anyways, but then also with kind of this gasoline on the fire from Wall Street Bets, it is an interesting company to take a look at, especially in this time where it is kind of quiet and there aren't a lot of exciting announcements. They're still moving up. So that's definitely one to put on your radar. And then from there, I think the elephant in the room is cryptocurrency. So crypto has done extremely well. You can see 30 days on Bitcoin, 30% up. Ethereum's up 52%. Cardano's up 118%. Crypto is doing extremely well. What is one of the top companies that will take advantage of this besides Bitcoin miners? Crypto exchanges. So Coinbase is really the one that most people look at in the crypto space to get information on what's happening in terms of balance sheets and in terms of revenue. You can see that Coinbase is still sitting around $268. So they have a 33% upside for analysts, at least that's what they're expecting. And you can see some of their numbers broken down here. So I think it's important to remember that volatility is very good for these exchanges. Sure, it's great when prices go up, but if prices go up and down drastically too, that's also good. Now looking at the monthly transacting users, we went from 6.1 million up to 8.8 last quarter. The trading volume went up, but the assets on platform actually went down. So you have to realize that the price of different cryptocurrencies actually took a little bit of a dive through Q1 to Q2. So that's something to consider, but the trading volume actually went up. So that lends itself to be very bullish here for the next quarter. If prices stay up and a lot of people have been adding money to the platform, we could see a lot more trading volume than we've seen recently. In addition to that, we had revenue go up about 25% and net income over double. So it is setting itself up to be a very, very explosive stock after the next earnings report. Now, of course, if you are someone that thinks, okay, there's going to be a massive bear market next year, I don't want to buy in now and then have everyone sell out getting ready for the bear market, that could be something that you can be considering. But if you look long term at where cryptocurrencies will be, maybe next year, the year after that, going a couple years down the line, this is a very interesting company with the earnings multiples that they have right now. Now, of course, you have to take a look at how much money will actually be coming in from spreads and from them charging fees on their different cryptocurrencies when you buy and sell, and how that will decrease in the future. But they have a lot of other offerings and they're one of the leading companies in this very quickly growing space. So pay attention to Coinbase with that 33% upside from analysts. Now I want to hear your thoughts. What companies are very innovative that I should include on this list? What am I missing from these companies? Let me know if you like any of these companies. Full disclosure, I own all of them. I think that they're fascinating and they are growing very quickly and they're quite innovative. So let me know your thoughts on these down below. Thank you guys so much. Check out the links down below. And if you saw any tools here from TipRanks, they are included in the description of the video. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.